Pete came yesterday. I know he emailed you and told you that. And he checked he checked out everything that we talked about. The unevenness of the water running over the side here. If this video conks out, I'll just have to make a part 2. Having a lot of trouble with my phone, my camera. Anyway, so you check that out. As far as the heat, I know he told you about that too. He changed the thermometer in the pipe down in the vault. There's a pipe and there's a sensor inside one of the pipes that takes the temperature of the spa water. So it is running. It runs, if you set it at 102, it goes off at 102. But for some reason, that sensor just keeps showing higher and higher. After it goes off, it goes up to about 108. And he's not sure why it does that. He said he's never had one do that. He changed the sensor, and then he left, and I turned it on and waited, and it did the same exact thing again. So I told him, so now he knows. He's calling the manufacturer. So we'll figure that out. But the good news is that it's not going up to 108 degrees. Well, yeah, no, we got a thermometer, and we physically put it in the hot tub, and it's not at 108, it's 102. For some reason, that water inside the pipe is getting up to 108 after it shuts off. So I don't know why. I don't know that much about it. But anyway, the good news is it's not getting up to 108. It's getting up to 102. It shuts off. And whatever you set it at, it shuts off. It's just showing higher on the screen and on the phones, because in that pipe it is getting hotter, but not in the hot tub. So he's working on that. And then the chlorine, I talked to him about the chlorine. He called Rob, that's the guy who owns the Aqua Solutions. And apparently Rob said that in the hot summer months, even though we don't use a lot of chlorine, in that warm weather, it's going to eat up those tablets. There's just enough in there to keep, just to keep any algae from building on the walls or anything. It's not like a regular pool that's full of chlorine where they add it every time they come in. They usually pour it in by the gallon full. These are just the little tablets, and Pete said if it needs one, which it does, that he's gonna cover it and get it installed and cover the cost. He doesn't know why, it didn't call for that, but anyway, so he's going to take care of that. It's really not a huge deal. It's just a little bigger canister, and he's going to hook it up, and they just won't, it'll last just that much longer. So, and then as far as the unevenness, he's not sure what's going on. He's going to talk to Bob. He's going to talk to the engineers to see why that's doing that, and if it could have settled, and if it did settle, is it going to keep settling, and when will it stop? That they'll have to probably get in there and retile that edge, level it, and then retile it again. So anyway, that's there. He's looking into that. Not sure exactly what's going on for sure, but it's definitely, well, he shot it with the Transit, and it's showing lower on the deep end. So that means it's lower. That side is lower than the shallow side, and that's the facts. So it's not a matter of more water coming out or less water coming out. It's definitely something's happened where it's lower down at that end. That wall is lower at that end. So I'm sure they'll want to get out here and measure everything and shoot everything and see exactly what moved, what didn't, and I don't know. But anyway, that's what's going on with that. And I'm sure Pete will keep you informed. But and then as far as the sour smell, it might be because of the leaves. That's what Jimmy's doing right now. He's cleaning out all the, and I'll show you all the leaves that built up down there, and it's just that roller is sitting in the leaves, and there's moisture in there. And I mean, I hope that's not it, but that might be it. And I told Rob, well, I'm gonna tell Rob, I didn't tell him yet. I mean, Frank's the guy who comes out and looks at our pool. He's got to check that and let me know, and then I can check it too. And apparently about every 6 months we need to clean that out. But the first time it needed to be cleaned out a lot sooner because it was open a lot of the time with the leaves, the wind blowing and all that. And so anyway, we're gonna get it all cleaned out. Hopefully it'll be another 6 months before it even comes close to being needed to clean out again. So we're gonna clean all that out. And because I noticed yesterday they opened the pool and it was just all hazy, and Pete diagnosed it down to that. And so anyway, I guess I don't know why I don't know. It's just, it needs to be done, so we're doing it. And so that was about it on that. Brian, I forget, Brian Watson, whatever, the guy who's doing the sound system is coming up tomorrow, I'm sorry. He's coming up tomorrow about 10:30, and I'm gonna meet with him, and he's gonna look at the sound system. Whatever he's gonna look at, he's gonna be up here tomorrow. And then Doug Price came today with another guy named Jim. We're both with the winery, and they looked at the vineyard, walked around a little bit. They're going to be coming. Doug Price said he'll be coming about once a month, and this Jim guy might be coming a couple times a month. They liked what they saw. They said obviously the canopy is very healthy. They're going to talk to Tony about raising the wires before it gets too late, which we talked about already, and they already know about. Tony already knows about it. So, but other than that, anyway, he just came up to look around, and the fruit is pretty much set. It's way ahead over here. It's pretty much set over here, but not quite on the lower blocks, on the north blocks. And so I don't know how soon. Madeline was up, she looked at it, and they're going to try to get a count here pretty soon, cluster count and all that. But I mean, we got a little bit of shatter here. So I don't know. Anyway, but I'm gonna wait, and they're gonna come back this week and look at it again and see if they can start, like I said, doing cluster counts and all that. And there's still some bloom going on in the other one, but there's a lot. The other side looks, clusters look really full and big. Looks really good, I think. I don't want to misspeak here. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to look like. So anyway, we should know something maybe by the end of the week or early next week. But anyway, but he liked what he saw. I mean, he said it looks a lot like, the rest of the cab that he's looking at, as far as, it's right up there with everything else. So he was not disappointed at all. Anyway, that's it for now. And I will show you that trough where the pool cover goes in, just to show you what's coming out of there. And we'll just keep on top of that, and I'll have Frank keep on top of it as well to show us when it needs to be cleaned. See the leaves down in there. Yeah, there they are. And there, when this thing's rolled up, it's rubbing on these, and there's moisture, and that can't be good for the pool. So anyway, we'll get it all out and clean it all up real nice. And I'll take some pictures of it when we're done. And do the hot tub as well. Anyway, everything else is looking good.